I took my pants off on stage in front of like the CEO of this giant billion-dollar corporation. But now nobody can question my dedication.
I'm Eric, founder and CEO of Sobo Foods, and this is my story.
I'm an only child. I grew up with a single mom. She just took like the most stable job she could find and worked there for 40 years so that I could have the safety net to go out and do weird things like start a dumpling company.
My mom was always cooking with a lot of vegetables from her own garden. When I just saw a bunch of cool companies coming up that were making like better for you, plant-based products, all in like pizzas and nuggets and burgers. And like, why isn't there a brand making healthier plant-based food for Asian tastes? And these have protein from mushrooms, from soy flour. It's a byproduct of making tofu.
Canada's not meat. Like, that's really good.
When you start a food business, you think it's like, I have this great recipe, I'm gonna put it in some pretty packaging, and then I'm gonna sell it to people. You forget there's actually like 3 or 4 layers between you and the people. I like doing the way that I'm doing it, which is like really getting to know every single person and kind of doing it brick by brick the hard way. A lot of our most important business partners just like don't use email. So much of the business is still built on, okay, if you want a meeting, show up. It's very human, it's very high touch. Driving around in this car, my dad's hand-me-down Volvo, literally with a trunk full of dumplings. I got that from my mom. She's like, put it somewhere so it's good luck. I want people to care about where their food's coming from and know that there's a real human being who's making these dumplings and selling these dumplings. This is our first grocery store that we ever got into. I literally just showed up and gave them some samples. He was like, yeah, just can you bring some cases by like tomorrow? And I was like, freaking out. Act like you've been here before. Yeah. This is the first place that I saw our product on shelves ever. I think food for a lot of Asian folks is such a love language. Asian parents, especially first gen ones, it's kind of the only love language that they have. So for me, it's been really cool to kind of like create a business that's honestly just like writing a love letter to my childhood and to my parents in the way that they can best kind of relate and understand. Whenever people ask me about my proudest moments in life, it always ends up coming back to my mom. For me, everything I do is I try to make her proud. She's very entrepreneurial herself, and she always tells me about these ideas that she has for her own food businesses, but she's never gone out and done it. She's never even considered going out and doing it, but I feel like I'm taking the opportunity with both hands to live out the dream that maybe she had to defer in order for me to have it.